from the number 1 tee, Marshall Canyon Golf Course. This is Marshall Canyon Golf Course Incorporated Productions. Narrator Jerry Wolfenden. The windstorm damage as seen through the eye of the camera. Looking down fairway number 1. This is a view of the flowers along the first tee, all of which have been destroyed due to very high winds. The blossoms completely whipped off. Looking from the back of number 1 tee towards 10 tee, branches littering the area. This is looking over towards 4 green, to the back of 4 green. This is the area near the putting green, looking up one large eucalyptus tree down by the clubhouse. We've got it sawed up and cleaned up pretty good, but there it lies. Come close, but nothing damaged other than the tree. Putting green has a lot of debris cleaned off. Now we're looking at the trees behind number 4 green, large stone pine, 2 of them as a matter of fact, completely uprooted and broke off. Looking over the top of the putting green towards the cart storage area, big limb from eucalyptus Citrodora down. This is the debris in number 1 fairway as far as you can see. Broken limbs on the left-hand side of fairway number 1 in the rough between 1 and 4. Trees uprooted all the way down the left-hand side of fairway number 1. Many trees down, approximately 4 on the left-hand side. Switching to the right-hand side of number 1 fairway, there's a large stone pine down. Other debris down clear across from 10. There's another stone pine down in number 1 on the right-hand side of number 1 fairway. This is one of the larger trees on the right-hand side of number 1 fairway, stone pine down, completely broke off ground level. This is a small oak tree, medium-sized rather, number 1 fairway, left-hand side between 1 fairway and 4 fairway. Pine left-hand side of number 1 fairway, broken off about 3-4 feet up, laying in the fairway. 2 pine trees, left-hand side number 1 green, out in the rough, completely uprooted. One completely uprooted, the other one laying down. Same 2 trees looking from behind the green to the trees. Three stone pines down. This is the view looking at number 2 tee. The view from number 2 tee looking down towards the green. 3 large stone pines down. 11 green in the background. Going down the cart path to number 2 green, notice 3 large stone pines down. Same stone pines down on number 3 rough towards the cart path on 2. There's one we took out last week. There's the other stone pine. And then over here a eucalyptus that's down, completely down. Going down towards 2 green. This is the stone pine down between 2 green and 3 tee in the turnaround area. Down from 2 green towards 3 tee, eucalyptus broken off 2 feet above ground. These are the two large stone pines down behind number 2 green. Completely uprooted. The one on the right is much larger, the root ball. The trees are huge. Looking back up towards 2T from the back of 2 green, noticing the 2 pines down by the cart path. Looking south to the bridge on number 11, between the 2 pine trees on number 2, another pine tree by the bridge down on 11 parking area. Looking across the canyon towards 11T, large stone pines down across the cart path going to the bridge on 11. 1 pine tree down across the entrance to the bridge. However, we were able to clear a path so carts could go across. That's the pine going across the bridge. This is a view up 3 fairway with debris. The large eucalyptus tree to the left just off of the tee is down. Top of the hill, number 3 fairway. Eucalyptus broken. Go over to the left towards 2T from the center of 3 fairway. Eucalyptus limbs broken, 3 bent. Everything down. This is the view from 4T, looking in the front of the tee. She oak broken, pine trees down. This is to the right, behind number 3 green, to the right of 4T, a large oak branch broken off. This is 4 fairway, looking to the bunker in the fairway to the left. Trees down. Scanning towards number 4 green. Trees down to the right hand side. Oak tree and small pine. The same oak tree viewed from number 5 fairway. This one is close to 4 fairway. Eucalyptus at the door of broken branches. Up behind the driving range just off of 5T, large stone pine down. This is the same stone pine from a different view to the left of 6 green, right behind the corner of the driving range fence. This is looking towards 5 green, down the fairway, eucalyptus trees to the left, broken severely, laying in the fairway. A lot of debris in this fairway. This is the same area of number 5 fairway, eucalyptus to the left of the fairway in the rough. Trees down, all the way down towards the green. Oak tree. Large portion of this tree broken completely, pine tree. Number 5, rough to the left, ruined the tree. More debris on the left-hand side of 5 fairway in the rough. Branch from oak tree, left-hand side of fairway 5, broken off. Tall Canary Island pine, left of fairway 5, completely down. Trees to the right of 3 green, right of fairway 5, eucalyptus trees broken. Golfers having a hard time finding their balls. Another eucalyptus tree down to the right hand side of 5 fairway, right hand side in front of 3 green. Eucalyptus trees left front of 5 green. Broken branches from the eucalyptus trees all the way up towards 6T. Same shot, a little closer, showing the eucalyptus branches all broken off. Many trees damaged. Large section eucalyptus tree near 6T. Looking back towards 6T from the center of the fairway, eucalyptus branches broken on all citadors, one completely broken off 8 feet above ground. This is 6 fairway looking towards the green. Large branch from oak tree behind 7 green broken off and blown here. More trees down, eucalyptus to the right hand side of 6 fairway. Standing behind 7 green looking towards the tee, olive trees and avocado tree broken up pretty severe, and eucalyptus also. Looking the other way towards 8T, large oak, California live oak, split going 2 different directions, laying down near the restroom facility. Also, large tree down directly behind 7 green. This is the oak tree, probably the biggest oak that was lost. This is a different shot of that oak tree near the restroom behind 7 green that split and fell 2 different directions, missing the irrigation controller by inches. The granddaddy of them all. Leaning stone pine just off the tee at the right hand side, number 8T. Looking down the right hand side of 8 fairway, many pine trees down. Mostly in the right rough. Left-hand side of 8 fairway, prior to the dogleg, branches broken off of 2 trees, 1 large branch from oak. Large pine on the right-hand side of 8 fairway, down. This is the olive tree and the avocado tree behind 8 green, to the left of 7T. Olive tree really took a beating, destroyed the tree completely. Other olive trees to the right of the cart path going down towards 9T lost many branches. This is a pine tree behind 7T that went down. Looking down from number 9T, the devastation that went with the eucalyptus all the way down, large branches blowing out into the middle of the fairway. We're in the cleanup process now. Large stone pines are down. That's the right-hand side. Left-hand side of the fairway, large pine uprooted, laying down almost. Another one leaning badly. Immediately off of the tee, number 9 on the right-hand side, eucalyptus, different shot. Again, number 9 fairway, branches from pine tree laying across fairway. Cleanup is taking place. Right sand trap in the fairway, number 9, looking at debris in fairway, and far right side, pine tree completely down, eucalyptus down, further down. And over by debris and very large, there's a small pine down. Two large pines are down by the controller. There's one right there, and there's the other one right there. All in all, about 8 large trees went down on number 9 fairway. This is another view of the 2 pine trees that went down in the dog leg of number 9 fairway. And here is the broken eucalyptus limbs destroying the tree. Looking down on number 9 green, large oak branch broken off near the green. This may even help remove shade from green. Back in the back, a large alder tree is down. This is the debris from the eucalyptus trees broken up in the wind. Number 9 fairway to the right hand just before the green. This is the large altar behind number 9 green, which was blown over. This is an oak tree, back left of number 9 green, all broken up. In the front left of number 9 green, also another oak tree. This is looking up the road towards the maintenance building, going up to Phillips Ranch. One branch holding over. County has not taken care of this yet. We're too busy to take care of it. The survey of the parking lot shows debris down from the Eucalyptus citrodora along the roadway. Not too critical. A lot of debris down near the sign from the oak trees there. Further down in the parking lot, 3 large elm trees broken down. This one has been removed partially. The fence is damaged. This is the other elm that's down, looking towards 17T. And the third elm that's down on the corner behind 17T, blocking the cart path. Redwood trees at the Marshall Canyon Country Club sign are tilted but can be saved and will be guy wired back. Large willow tree behind 16 green and 17T, really broken up, has ruined this tree. Number 10T, looking down towards 18 fairway, very large oak tree laying down. Further up on the right hand side of front of 10T, a very large Italian stone pine down. Another look at the oak on 10T. A look at the pine tree to the right of 10T, between 10T and 18 fairway. Large Italian stone. Continuing down 10 fairway to the right of the hill, large Halopensis tree down. Further up the fairway between 10 and 18 fairway, another large Halopensis completely down. Further up the fairway, stone pines are down. One eucalyptus tree broken. On the left-hand side of the fairway, large Italian stone is down. debris still in 10 fairway. Another shot of the halopensis, completely uprooted. And destroyed. Left-hand side of 10 fairway, Italian stone pine down between 1 and 10. Broke off right at the ground. 10 fairway, the top of this halopensis pine completely broken out, laying on the ground. By the side of it, another halopensis, Pinus halopensis, laying down. A very large one broke off ground level. Plenty of debris. This is the debris between between 10 fairway and 18 tee. This is looking from 17 green across to 15 tee. A very large Eucalyptus rostrata has fallen across the cart path. The crew is in the process of clearing the cart path. Directly behind 17 green, the large Pinus is down behind the green. This is an Italian stone pine. Large root ball ripped completely out of the ground, showing the irrigation pipe in the center with it. Looking at the debris down number 18 tee prior to our cleaning. A lot of debris, mostly small branches, blowing off of the oak tree. I'm back behind 11 tee now. There's large eucalyptus branches on the tee and on the cart path. Probably better...
What was that?
There's large branches on the 11th tee. We probably better get somebody to drag these off. Maybe when you get down here you can drag it. They're not hindering the golfers too much, but it's pretty messy on the tee and also the cart path. I've got the video camera now on it.
What number was that?
11 tee.
10-4.
Thank you. Standing on the front of 11 tee, noting two very large stone pines, one across the cart path completely, where I happen to go out around it, and the other one towards the canyon. I will approach the bridge now. Down the cart path on 11, we have to go around it, two large pines across. This is a view of the approach to the bridge. Large tree, pine tree. We've had to cut out a hole so that the carts could go through. Another view of the pine tree leaning across the entrance to the bridge, going to 11 green. We literally had to cut a hole so that the carts could go through. Looking down 12 fairway, not too much debris on 12, mostly eucalyptus trees. This is looking towards the right-hand side of the front of 10 green, in the rough in a canyon. Two large pine Italian stone have gone down. The same two trees looking from the green. 12 green. Looking down the path coming from 13T going towards 13 fairway, we had to clear this pine tree out so that carts could travel. The same pine across the path going down to 13 fairway. This is to the right-hand side of 13 fairway, large Italian stone down. This is 13 fairway, large section of the protective netting for the equestrian facility has been blown away. It's hanging there. Fortunately, only one section is really damaged. Looking back at the pine on the right-hand side of 13 fairway, we'll start from there. This fairway was really devastated. Going down the right-hand side now, I'm sitting on top of the big hill. There's damage between 13 fairway and 14 fairway. Lots of broken limbs. Estimated at this point, 104 trees down, approximately 150 additional damaged, broken trees. Continuing down 13 fairway from the top of the big hill, going down all the way down to the green. Many trees down. This looking from the center of 13 fairway at the 150-yard marker down to the trees that are blown over. The wind came from the north, quite severe. Estimated gusts at 82 miles an hour plus. Italian stone pines took a beating on this golf course. Back at the eucalyptus trees, totally ruined on the right-hand side of 13 fairway, looking towards 14 green. A landmark pine tree and another one damaged, completely down between 14 and 13 fairway, near 13 green and 14T. It will be missed. Large Pinus halepensis behind the right side of 13 green near the restroom will not be able to be saved, unfortunately. This is a very nice pine, unfortunately lost behind 13 green. Opens up the view for the houses, though. Trees behind 13 green suffered severely, breaking up. The she oaks and, of course, the pine trees broke off right at the top. Down they went. This is the eucalyptus behind 14T, showing the line that is down, the telephone line. This is looking at 17T, the large tree falling from the parking lot across the fence, showing the damage to the fence, and one of the maintenance men is preparing to clear the cart path. What do you think, Martine? Kind of a mess, isn't it?
Yep.
A lot of trees down. Mark says 104 trees are down.
Wow.
This is looking down 14 fairway. Mostly debris to the left-hand side from eucalyptus trees. Large pine is down closer to 15 fairway. Just off of the tee, the ones I mentioned before, the large pines are down right there. A lot of broken eucalyptus, estimated somewhere around 150 trees with broken branches, some severe, some just one or two branches. Very strong winds. This is a good example of that, a large halepensis pine, broken limb, half of the tree completely broken off and laying down. As you travel up the trunk, there's the broken area. This tree suffered severe damage and presently is not a good tree. Probably should be removed. This is typical of a lot of trees that suffered broken limbs and damage without falling over. There are two large pines to the left of number 4 fairway just before you get to the field bunkers. One is laying down and one is broken off. Another view of the eucalyptus between 13 and 14 fairways, showing the devastation and the strength of the wind. Further up the hill, there is a large pine that is down. I photographed that on 13 as I came down. That tree is huge. And again, a landmark tree for the golf course. This again shows a very nice pine that is broken partially and probably ruined the tree. This tree has been thinned out and still suffered severe damage. Looking back from the top of the bunkers on 14, the fairway traps, at the two pines that are laying down. One completely up, both of them completely uprooted. This shows the debris to the right-hand side of 14 green, going up to the cart path on 15T. Looking back on 15T, this is the large eucalyptus. This is the large eucalyptus on 15T, which has been cleared to allow carts to continue down the path. Going out from 15T, right-hand side, lots of broken limbs. Here's a tree that suffered major damage and essentially is ruined. Blown out, large gashes in other limbs from that tree. Looking down 15 fairway to the right-hand side, eucalyptus trees in the distance behind 16 trees. One tree completely denuded of branches, all falling down and in back of 16T. The scene behind 16T and just to the right of 15 green, the eucalyptus trees there broken up and laying on the ground, all the branches. Hardly any branches left on these trees. Some laying completely across the cart path. This is behind 15 green to the far right, exactly to the left of 16T, and directly behind 16 ladies' tea. Two large Pinus halopensis. Oh, no, I'm sorry. These are Italian stone pines went down. There's one. And there's the other. Near the fence. You know, I think I left the camera on. Had to get it out of the way of some golfers, and so you got some weird shots there. This is a shot looking at the 16th fairway just across the bridge, showing the debris. The major damage in this fairway is to a willow tree directly behind the green. I'll get closer. This is the willow tree directly behind the 16th green. Major damage. This tree is essentially ruined. Will have to be removed. On 17T, we have a crew brought in, an outside crew, to remove some of the debris. Again, 17T. Again, trees coming across from the parking lot. Looking down from 17T, on the left-hand side, large tree uprooted. A cedrus tree, one of the very few on the golf course, is laying to rest. From behind 18T, showing the tree that crushed the fence from the parking lot, partially cleaned up. Large tree to the left of 17 Ladies T, completely uprooted, almost like it was sculptured out. In the background, what is left of a willow tree, completely ruined, of course, no longer viable. Eucalyptus trees between 17 and 18 fairways, completely ruined. These trees have no aesthetic value whatsoever at this point and will have to be further removed. This is looking from the center of the fairway, number 18, back towards the tee, now on the right-hand side of the fairway. Some of these trees also were shown on number 10. Looks like I've had the camera going again, so you got some topsy-turvy pictures. This huge tree between 10 and 18 fairway, and of course a pine, but also next to it eucalyptus trees completely broken off 15 feet up, now laying on the ground. Huge cleanup is necessary on this golf course. It will take days. Looking straight down 18 fairway, some debris that's laying across. And further down, trees that are down. And side of number 18 fairway, large tree down. Italian stone pine. Several stone pines remain in this group, so it looks like the weak ones succumbed. The others survived. In the distance, the oak tree, which didn't make it, was uprooted. A nice specimen tree. Too bad it had to be lost. This is looking across 10 fairway, just barely off the tee, towards 4 green, across 1 fairway, at the really magnificent pine that was lost, broken 10-15 feet above ground and fallen. Actually, in this photo there are 2 trees, one that is broken, one behind it that fell. These large trees silhouetted the green and will be really missed by the golfers as they approach number 4 green. All in all, if this video turns out, this is the devastation which occurred on January the 8th in the early morning hours of the 9th also. Even the tops of the now deciduous trees were broken off, almost ruining the tree aesthetically. This happens to be a sycamore tree right off the first tee. Unfortunate. Many trees that were planted years ago on this golf course to serve as 150-yard marker trees, in this case Cypress lelandii, I think about 3 of these have been uprooted on the entire course. Large trees, obviously very, very old, It could be even 20, 25 years old. These Cypress lelandais, or at least a cypress. Maybe lelandai wasn't available 25 years ago. I don't know. But they were used as 150-yard markers. There are very few left on the golf course, and now there are significantly less of these marker trees. Looking down one of the drainage ditches, it appears that a lot of the limbs and brush have just accumulated straight down the drainage ditch. In that there was no rain accompanied with this strong winds, it's a wonder that these branches actually stayed in these ditches. However, we have to remember that just prior to these winds, there was a lot of rain, and so the course, while it wasn't saturated, was still fairly wet, probably contributing to the uprooting of a lot of these trees. Everywhere you look on this entire golf course, it'll take a lot of time and effort to clean it up. Fortunately, some good trees are left. Probably the most disappointing loss was that of this huge oak directly behind 7 Green. 7 Green being right there. This mighty oak split and fell 2 different ways, one going towards the green, one section, and one section going towards 8 Key, missing entirely the restroom facility and the irrigation controller, which is surrounded by the white stakes there, the white barricade stakes. But this magnificent tree must have suffered greatly as she fell to the ground. Very disheartening. This is number 7 Green. The debris that was on this green was made up of mostly the debris from the surrounding oak trees, but had to be raked, blown, and brushed off before any play could resume here. All the debris at this point is just laying to the edge of the green because we have many greens to clean, many tees to clean. And we're trying to clean up the tees and the greens and the fairways first, leaving the debris in the rough to another day. But you can see the debris that was left on this green. Many greens had large branches on them and had to be removed. Fortunately, not too much damage on greens. And as I go in towards the maintenance shop to end this video, I noticed 2 or 3 uprooted trees, 4 or 5 uprooted trees between the maintenance yard and the number 8 fairway, where the pine trees are fairly thick in here. Even with that type of protection, the trees were uprooted. I'm speaking of the protection of numbers, but this tree completely uprooted.